Guys, we're playing more chess. We're against Joviak 56, 56, 56. I know how to count. Not much to talk about, just playing some chess. I will be doing commentary, I guess. Not very interesting person, but I guess that's how it works. My mic is still not fixed. Probably be fixed in about two days, yeah. Um, Getting a new mic. Well, didn't buy a mic in the first place, but getting a better mic. Yeah, that's more of the term. Okay. What do I do now? I think I go here. See if he takes my knight. I do like the center a lot, but it looks a little sketched because this stuff is all like you know. So we'll see how things turn out. Hopefully this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Alec, 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 Alekian, Alekian. Oh, okay. Yeah. Um. Oh, we're doing this now, aren't we? I'd rather not. I kind of want to play this game. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just getting good vibes from this position. You can smell the good vibes. Um, Actually, that's a really big part of getting better as a player is just being able to tell when you're winning and when you're not. Um, you know, my like compass or sense of goodness or pretty much my evaluation bar is not the best because I play into positions that I think I'm better, but then I'm actually worse, and sometimes I play into positions I think I'm worse, but I'm actually better and I just can't convert, you know. Um, I feel like the ability to determine whether you're better or you're worse or it's even or whatnot is just very, very important. Because actually, the other day, not the other day, last semester, we were working on this like one project, coding project. We were trying to create like an AI that could you know play like I don't know like tic tac toe or some number games or like just an engine in general. Let's just say hypothetically like checkers or something, right? Um, the AI, the way you create the AI is you need two parts really. You need to have first of all you need branching, so you need to be able to go to a certain depth to calculate all the possible variations from this position. And then the second part of the AI is probably the more important one, is the evaluation or like the estimate value of like a position. So if I were to give this AI like a position, like just the position, nothing else, and I were to say, okay, it's white to move, or in checkers, it's like, oh, it's this side to move. Give me like an exact evaluation of who do you think is better, right? And that's probably the most important part of the AI in general because you can't go to an infinite depth, right? In theory, oh, I dropped my phone. In theory, you could go to like an infinite depth and then see who won at the end, and just that's your evaluation. So the evaluation would always be either white wins, black wins, or it's a draw. Like that's it. But you can't because computers they just can't do that, right? So they have to stop at some point, and that's like the depth. Like you're at depth 5, you're at depth 6, so on. Um, but at that depth, how do you know who's better, right? You can't just go to depth 7 or depth 8, right? You have to just make your judgment. And making that judgment is like what makes an AI good and what makes an AI bad. Like it's just that simple. Like um, if your judgment is very on point, you will play to the correct, like the better positions, and you will win more. Otherwise, you just lose. So I think that's like very analogous. It's identical to how you should like play chess, right? Um, you have two parts really. You have your calculation ability, how deep you can go, like tactics related. Like how far can you think? Can you think 4 moves in, 5 moves in, 6 moves in? The more moves, the better. Because if you see one move ahead, your opponent will, and your opponent sees one less. You're just you're 2 steps ahead. But otherwise, so the second most important thing, as I mentioned, like is being able to tell if you're better or not, or if this position is good. And then the scale on which it is good, because at that point, once you get to like depth 5 in your calculations, you just need to be able to say, am I winning here? Am I better? Is my opponent better? And then you need to be able to make that judgment, and that's what really makes a player good. So there's just really two parts: how deep you can go, and how accurate you can judge the position. Like I've been like I've like had lessons from like a GM before, and like he'd be like look at a position and be like, oh, this position feels like a minus point six or something, or minus point two, and he would be like spot on. Like not 100% of the time, but like 90% of the time, he would be spot on with the engine, and that's what makes like a grandmaster really good. Of course, I'm not a grandmaster, but that's like this is like my observation. So I feel tactics can train your like depth, right? And then theory and like game understanding would train your evaluation ability. And I feel those two are like the most important. Um, I'm not doing much commentary, am I? I'm sort of just like throwing stuff around and seeing what works. Because this guy's king is here, and I didn't do anything. Like I legitimately didn't do anything, and his king is there for some reason. Yeah. Oh yeah. I am neglecting to say one other like important part of just chess in general, playing chess in general is, of course, you need like a ton of theory, a ton of like opening prep, a ton of like just like I don't know what the word was. It's just like pattern math. Like you learn tactics that's helped you calculate, but like you learn opening, you learn like there's like put your rook on the back seventh rank. Keep attacking the direction of your pawn chain. Don't push your kingside pawns. You know, those are all like rules of thumb. Like they're just like in general that those are always correct, right? Most of the time. Like those are like shortcuts. Like the engine doesn't really go by those. The engine's not like, oh, if I put my rook on the seventh rank, it'll give me extra blah blah blah. No, they just do all the math. They do everything. They just do all the math. And you know, so the human has something that the engine doesn't, which is like the ability to have like tips and tricks. Like comes up with like you know, those kind of things. So yeah, so that's definitely very important. So yeah, so I really think chess boils down to those two factors: the ability to think far and the ability to evaluate accurately. If you can get those two things down, I think you're gonna be a very good chess player. Um, but this game's about to end, so I guess I'm gonna end this commentary here. Hopefully that made sense. Sometimes I ramble and things just don't make sense. Um, and I also don't do multiple takes of a recording. So if I feel like talking about something in one recording and then like mess up, I just delete it and I just never talk about it ever again. Um, yeah, very efficient strategy. Um, let's see. Oh, I can't. He's not gonna. I'm just gonna leave this here. Oh, okay. GG's. Yeah. So that was my take on how to become better chess. It's very, very, very simplified, and it's probably wrong, but yeah. Hopefully that helps. See you guys.